Oh. Hello there. Excuse me. Hi, Bridget. La 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 la. I gotta make a. Do I have to make a song to this? I like how this one starts. I'm gonna have to take the beginning and make a new track on it. I don't know. I got so many things to do. I don't know. I just wanna fling flam flu. I don't know. 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 Why I got an accent? Why? I don't know. Why? I don't know. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Why I got an accent, yo? Every time I go, every time I flow, every time there's a show, every time I gotta pump up to amateur and re to pro. And then I can see that everybody knows. You already know. I said no twice, no dice. I just wanna see if I could do this. No lice, no bite, no scratch, no nice. I'ma be bad to the bone zone. Everybody ho heist. Maybe I could be like Geist or Just, and I could be the one without the rust, and I could be the one that just do it like Buster Bus. Remember back in the day? Alright, he still got it, but still I'ma say that I'm a. Okay, that's enough. Hello, everyone. I did a bad thing. Hi guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the me talking for a while. This is the Electron Bandit show. I don't even know what to call this anymore. It's not the R9 cast anymore. We have graduated from that. We still pop the mic, but we have graduated from the R9 cast. We are now Electron Bandit. So it's like, welcome to Electron Bandit. Looks at the Horizon Forbidden West gameplay, trailer, and other things. Today is a graphical powerhouse of a show. We're going to talk about Horizon Gorilla. We're going to talk about the memes. We got to talk about the memes. And hold on. And we got Unreal Engine 5 news too. So, yo, let's get to that. Let's get to that stuff. But before we do that, I don't know if I should be more professional. Let me just say this. I'm not gonna be more professional. I was like, shit, pondering for a millisecond, just like should I be more professional? Because I listen to hi, this is Cold Eastwood, and I'm gonna blah 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 blah. They told me to put my face on the camera, so I'm gonna do that for y'all. Then you go, you Snow Bike Mike and all our friends. Okay, I just hurt myself. Wow. How does he do that all the time? That's damaging to the larynx, to the mucus. My eyes are tearing up, so much pain. I'm going to just talk regular. Because what is it to be authentic? In a way, I mean, it's like, sometimes you got to be a host. Like, hi, I'm your host, blah, blah, blah. You go to journalism school and they teach you how to hit those notes. There's a certain kind of, not timbre, but, there's a melody to the speech. There's a melody to everything. Everybody has their own melodic speech pattern if you pay attention close enough. If you listen to enough notes in your lifetime, you will be able to pick them out. And some people's notes are boring as hell. You'd be like, hi. It's like, for example. This is the first tangent, of course, but for example, there was a character in this movie. The movie is called Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Many of you know this movie. Matthew Broderick. It was a John Hughes movie, I believe. Other people were in it as well. Jennifer Grey was in it, and homegirl from Legend. I forgot her name, but she was pretty and stuff, whatever. And Cameron. Not James Cameron, but the character's name is Cameron. I forgot his name too. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Charlie Sheen was in it as well. Anyway, the teacher, I forgot his name. He was a comedian. He had a very this was on purpose, obviously, but he kind of spoke like this as well. When he was calling roll call, he was like, Bueller. It's very monotone, very one note. And that one note denotes, the lack of enthusiasm or excitement in this character. And that's why some people talk the way they talk, because, one is natural. That's how you talk and whatever. And sometimes it works for. There's an old comedian. What's his name? Stephen Wright, I think his name was. He's not dead? He's still alive. And he's super dry, deadpan, one note, but his jokes are mad funny. And that's the whole point. It's the juxtaposition between how he talks and what he's saying. And it's like, it works perfectly. Guy Judo, how are you? Hope you're good. What you got for me? I got Dreams for PS4 yesterday. It's dope. It's like Blender for dummies. I feel I can make a game with it. I'm going to make something. It was on sale for $9.99. That's nice. I think that Dreams. Another tangent. Let's go on another tangent real quick. I think the Dreams could have been huge. Dreams could have been the next Roblox. You know what I'm saying? Dreams could have been like not Minecraft. Well, in a way Minecraft, but not really, because Dreams doesn't have a core game and then like branching off. More like Roblox is just like, whatever, here's a thing that you can make stuff in. Basically, that's what Roblox is. That's what Dreams is. Except Dreams is way better. Dreams is probably the best version of that. But the flaw that Sony has made for years is the mentality of exclusive PlayStation. Buy a PlayStation if you want to play this, gain access to it, blah, 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 right? Not every game needs that. Dreams is a perfect example of if Dreams was on everything. If Dreams was on PC, first and foremost, I'm not saying it has to be on Xbox, but whatever, Xbox, Switch, everything, phones, everything, right? I would say especially PC, but let's just say the big three plus PC. It would, and people and the community grew, and they were making all these crazy nice things, and they had the right monetization, and it's just like, I mean, look, Sony likes to copy business ideas and stuff. Copy Roblox, except it's Dreams. It would have been a monster. It would have knocked Roblox off. All the kids that were playing Roblox who need to graduate to something better graphics and all that stuff, they would have graduated to Dreams. It's a wrap. But Sony's like, nah, son, buy PlayStation. And there you go. Nobody's playing Dreams. It's $10. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. I mean, they're getting away from that a little bit. Maybe Dreams will come to PC, but it's a little too late for that. It's a little too late for sorry. But yeah, Kaija says it uses the motion controls too. Sony wanted that thing exclusive. Yeah, that's the main problem. That was the main problem, because there's no, like, I was watching a couple of dudes, people make music. There's like the music section in Dreams is like crazy robot. It's like a real DAW. You can make like songs in it for real. I was like, oh shoot, that's like, nah, that's good. It's better than some junk out there. Well, whatever. I'd say it's comparable to a lot of stuff as far as music, and that's just the music stuff. So I'm like, come on, man. They had the opportunity to kill it, and they held it hostage on their own stuff to try to sell more PlayStations, and that's a fault of their thinking. Now, has their thinking changed? Yes, in a way, because Jim Ryan's in charge, and Jim Ryan wants to make all the money everywhere, literally. So, an old game like Dreams will probably come to PC. I think the possibility is there, definitely. Will it be able to kind of gain a new audience or revive what has been established and blow up? I don't know. It's hard to dictate that. If there would have to be kind of a core, experience within Dreams. I know they have their own little I guess they have like a kind of like how Little Big Planet was like a little demo stuff that they made themselves. But there needs to be something, what's the hook for Dreams besides that it's a really cool game maker? They need to have an example of why this is a cool game maker, or they need to make a game within Dreams. I'm talking about Media Molecule themselves, in order to hook people in and say, yo, here we go. This is the dream. I don't know. These are the daydreams. Let's call them daydreams or something, right? And it's just a couple of little games. They're like, oh, here's a dodgeball clone. Like here's Dodge City, whatever that dodgeball game that just came out. Here's our version of it. Or I mean, they could do a Horizon. I'm watching some Horizon Forbidden West trailer right now. They could do something like that. They're like, oh, here's a before story when Aloy was an abstract, not as good looking model, and she was 9 years old. So I know they already had a flashback in the first game, but maybe this is her parents, or this is the story of Aloy's robotic dog. And it's a little robot dog that she found and fixed back in the day. And so it's not all about just the aminals, the robot aminals. Some of them have feelings. So she got a little robot puppy, and she fixed it, and that's what the game is about. You play as the robot puppy, and you trying to find Aloy. I don't know. I'm making up good ideas. Sony's just going to capitalize on it. Why hasn't that been made in Dreams by Sony? You know what I'm saying? Dreams is a perfect avenue. It's a perfect kind of creative, I don't know, washing machine that they can do all these little crazy offshoots and promote Dreams at the same time. But they're not thinking about it. They just want to sell PlayStations. They're not thinking about, oh, we have this super creative thing. We're not doing nothing with it. Cross promotion. Make the Horizon Forbidden Puppy. Make that. Go make a Ratchet and Clank spinoff. When Ratchet and Clank was a little baby lot. Oh no, when what's her name? Rivet. When she lost her arm or something. Show that story. I mean, come on, y'all can do it. Kaiju says, dude, I was in some crazy VR hospital. It looked like Saw, Hostel, Silent Hill, Resident Evil all in one. I was in there with a crew, random people. Some of us had flashlights. It was scary and fun at the same time. Oh, and Dreams, that's cool. They did make a platform with Dreams. You could download it and play. Yeah, I know. I know they have like the stuff that Media Molecule makes, like similar to whatchamacallit. But like the thing is, like, I don't know what the character is. I don't know what the character looks like. I don't know what it's called. That's a problem. That's a problem with the branding of Dreams, in that if they made a platformer, what's the character's name? All I remember is that little glowing sprite with the eyeballs, and it's like blah blah blah, and it's like, and it's the cursor basically that runs around in the world when you're making your stuff. That's the only thing I remember. I don't know what the character. I seen a couple of the demos when they were releasing it, but I'm like, what, So instead of trying to give Dreams its own identity, use it as a tool to promote all the other games that you are putting out, Sony. Like I said, Horizon Forbidden Puppies. The name keeps changing every time I say it. Kaiju says, no, it wasn't a Dreams. It was Oculus Quest 2. It was in all space VR. Oh, okay. My bad. I haven't used my PSVR in almost a year. Wow. Well, I mean, it isn't the best one that you have. So I don't blame you. And I think the PC has a better library and experiences, VR experiences anyway. So I think you're good. Okay, this is the little thing is called the imp. Yep. And it's cool because you get to choose your imp minus yellow. Yeah, you get to choose the color and kind of customize it, I believe. I still want to get an extra PSVR headset. Don't get it yet. Wait till the version 2 comes out and see what that's about, because wait a second. You can't use 2 PSVRs on one PlayStation. I don't think. I think that's impossible. So yeah, definitely wait for the new version, or whatever it's called. PSVR 2, whatever, Super PSVR, PSVR Vita, PSVR Pro. How about that? They like that Pro moniker. Manicure. They like the pro. Aloha, legend. How are you? Hopefully everything is good down there. Over there. Because you're over. You're west. Of me. Of us. Today I will be talking about... We're going to watch through the Horizon Forbidden West gameplay thing. We're going to look at all the funny memes. Because it's funny. And we're going to look at the Unreal Engine 5 stuff. Because I got some things to say. I haven't heard people say... There's certain things that I've seen in the things that I just said. Certain things, except for the memes. Certain things I've seen. There's some... Nobody says. Nobody has said. Nobody... I mean, somebody said something about... Okay, yeah, I'm not even going to say anything about that. We're going to get into it when we watch the video. But certain people said something about this, that, and the other in the Horizon Forbidden West gameplay thing. They mentioned it on Digital Foundry, another thing, and I saw it. I was like, if I made videos like right then and there and was like quick with my video releases, I would have been the first one to say anything because nobody else said nothing about that, right? And then there's other things that I saw in the video that no one said anything, and I'm like, really? Y'all didn't see that? Y'all didn't see that? I'm the only one who saw that. Granted, I only saw it like twice. I didn't go frame by frame or anything like that, but you know, I'm not like, okay, I need to watch this a million, but I saw it originally. I saw it, and then because I fell asleep when it actually aired the first time, so the first time I saw the gameplay trailer was when it was the 4K version, the uploaded version. So I didn't see the garbage compressed streamed version. So I saw the good version first. Anyway, Kaju says, now you can't use two PSVRs. I want an extra because the PSVR lenses are shizzles. Shit. And they scratch easy. Mine looks very scratched, but you can see games just fine. I guess they're plastic, huh? Yeah, must be plastic. Is there a way to buff that out a little bit without messing it up? Huh. I have two Go headsets, one from 2019 and one from 2020. The lenses are fine. Oculus makes some awesome lenses. Knock on wood. Yeah, I mean, build quality. I guess it's whatever they made it at. Whatever plastic. Because, I mean, you know what? They might be glass. Who knows? I don't know. I would assume it'd be glass with plastic coating, right? Is that how they do it? I don't know. I know my actual glasses are like super scratched up. I need no power. I put them on. It's like, hi, scratches. They be like, yeah, what's up? They having a party in my eyeballs. I'm like, come on, son, stop it. Kajudo says nope. They don't give you covers for your lenses and they don't let you replace them. Oh boy, that sucks. There's no third party? Something for that? Because as I understand it, the lenses are just that. They're lenses. It's not like, oh, they're the screens. So it would be so easy to just to use to just be able to it would be so easy to just be able to pop them out and replace Sony's whack. Look, I could have told you that. But they want you to buy a whole new headset. It's all about that money. Well, you know that. Anyway, let's jump into All right, so let me close this. Where is this? Not closing it, but I'm gonna put it down there. And we're gonna go up here. What happened? Oh, okay. So let's do this first. All right. This is the Horizon Forbidden West state of play, blah, blah, blah. I have it on 1440p, but yeah, no, the quality isn't going to be the best, but you know, I know that everyone here has probably seen this, so it's not a big deal as far as, you know, it looking pretty or whatever. Yeah, my frames are a little messed up, but that's okay. We'll get through this. Oh, we can fast forward through this guy. He's just like blah 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 blah, and then blah blah blah. Right there. Don't need to hear him. Hi, I'm. He said all these things. Captured. Okay, hold on. Captured on PS5. Mix of gameplay and in-game cinematics. Final game content subject to change. So let me first say. Oh, you never seen it? I mean, you can watch it now, but I would say watch it later with sound too, because it just sounds. The sounds are good. The sounds are good. A little bit of clipping in the hair there. You see the clipping on the shoulder there. It's the facial line. Okay, one thing I would say, they have fixed the facial, a little shimmering. See a little bit of shimmering, a little shimmer. They have fixed the facial animations because the facial animations were jacked up from the first game. Oh, okay, you don't care about this. Okay, that's cool. But I'll give Guerrilla credit. They have improved. I mean, it is expected. This is a new generation. A sequel to a game. It better look good. It better look better. I mean, come on, son. Hold up. Let me go back a little bit. I thought I saw a little bit of a. No, it's their engine. Sometimes like the hair will be like, hey, you know, kind of like Unreal. Not all the time, but sometimes it does happen. But like materials and they've done some. I mean, there's like a lot of depth of field stuff happening there, which is fine. This dude just loves this water or whatever. I don't know. She got some jungle juice in there because he's like, is that James Harden? No, I have no idea who the actor is that they have chosen. Now the water looks all right. The water looks cool. You know, some fanboys, some ponies are like, oh man, look at that water, best water. I'm like, okay, it's good water. Come on, let's not exaggerate. But here's the thing. I'll point it out, but there is no ray tracing in this game. Let's just be real quick. No ray tracing. Guerrilla has been very clever in how they have lit the environment and how they have lit the character. Now let me take that back. There is some global illumination, right? But as far as like what we believe is like super ray tracing, no. This is more of a, if there is ray tracing, it's minimal and it's software based, obviously. Which is, there's nothing wrong with it. That's the same thing that Unreal 5 is using, so it's not a big deal. That's what Lumen is. But if you notice, there are little shimmeries here and there on the hair, especially you see a little artifacting happening on the hair. And you will notice, I'll say it now, you'll notice when she goes into, there's always two lights on Aloy and all the other characters for the most part. And this is how they get away with, it's fake Hollywood lighting basically. And even when she goes into a shadowed area, she still has highlights. I'm like, that's not, how does that? And I mean, somebody like me would point it out, and they did it on Digital Foundry as well. They pointed out like, oh, it's the hero lights. I'm like, yeah, that's true. Why is the hero light still on there? I like the Raptors. They're pretty cool. The chainsaw jaw, that was pretty dope. But like as she's running through here, her light on her remains pretty much the same. Even, I mean, it dims a little bit, but look at her hair. Always lit, always highlighted. I'm like, that's okay, whatever. What's up, Bonds? How you doing? But lighting looks dope. So was this game being made for PS4 and the Sony updated for PS5? Seems like it's already. Oh, don't worry about the caps. Yes, this is going to be on PS4 as well, and that's another thing. When that comes out, we're going to see some comparisons, and I want to see what the difference is as well. I'm very interested in that. But as far as I can tell, everything that I've seen in this game doesn't make me believe that this is impossible on a PlayStation. Okay, I gotta pause right there, and I have to go back a little bit. So this is something that I saw that no one else has said anything about yet, right? Bond says her hair have look fabulous all the time. Look, that's true. So check it. All right, so here's my mouse. All right, so check this rock right here. Check this rock right here where my mouse is circling. Right here. Everybody was watching her and the water ripples and stuff. Not paying attention to the background. Check that right there as it moves along. Zoop, zip, zoop. Did you see it? Let's go back.
Let's go back. Let's try to see if I can go back. I don't know how long it's not really gonna do it for me. I'll just do the second 5 seconds. So there was the equivalent of popping. Zip zoop, there it is again. Zip, there's a little bit there too. You saw it right there. So this is the one of the only spots I saw it in. I just said I saw it morphed. So no one else on the internet saw this, I guess. I saw it. I didn't see it the first time because I wasn't paying, like everyone else, I wasn't paying attention. I was just watching the ripples and watching her hair flippity flap and stuff. Like, oh, look at the rocks. They're so cool. And I saw that. I was like, wait, hold up. The problem I have with this, like, look how close, like, it's not close, right? But it's close enough for us to notice. That's pretty close. And that's technically, it's a LOD transition. So it's a level of detail transition. So the further things back, further the geometry is back, then the less complex it is. You know, less geometry, less taxing on the system to, you know, make the frames and all that stuff. That is something that has to do with the the engine that they're using. I don't know how they, like, we're gonna go and we're gonna watch the Unreal 5. That's not gonna happen on Unreal 5 engine because of how they do their nanite stuff, right? So, and that's a whole nother technology that would have solved this problem. So they're still using the old school, not old school, but, you know, the tried and true way of doing it, having different level of LOD. And that's, I don't know if that's texture or if that's geometry. I think it's probably both. But yeah, I don't quite understand. I guess they can't really align the textures the same way. We'll keep going. But I guess they can't really align the texture. Yeah, that was a super pop in. There's another one right there. Boop. It's not the video doing that. It's not. I can tell when there's like artifacting in videos, and that is definitely a game engine geometry / texture thing. And that's really the only place that I saw it do it. But also, if you watch the footage, there is a lot of motion blur per object motion blur, and that hides some of the, and her hair is kind of weird right there, but it hides some of the not mistakes, but the things that like the pop in. Like if your background is out of focus and you're focusing on at Aloy, which happens a lot on this game. It's like if you're fighting, you're shooting arrows, the focus is on Aloy. There's a difference. There is some like focus on the enemy and stuff, but a lot of it is motion blur and stuff. So it hides a lot of things that may be happening in the background. Now all this stuff looks beautiful. I haven't seen any other pop in or any other LOD changes. I saw. Oh, that was the water. Okay, that was water animation. You know, if you look at it, I mean, I'm trying to pay attention to the background. Like, is anything else popping in or whatever? You know, not so much. So it's all good. But once again, you get shimmers, and you have. If you look at him, you look at the hero light. There's a light on both sides of him, right? There's different color lights too. There's, for instance, let me go back real quick. That was the elephant. We can target here. So on the right side, there is a yellow light, which is the sun, I guess. On the left side, there's a wider light, more blue. Don't know where that's bouncing off of. I have no idea what that is, but that's not real. If you're outside, look how bright that is over here. Look how bright that is. And you know, this is cool, but what is that? What light is that? It's artificial light. It's Hollywood light. And I notice it because, you know, I do a little DP stuff here and there, and Aloy has it too. And sure, it makes it look good, but I guess that's the compromise. Like, okay, we're not going to have ray traced lights and stuff, so we're going to do this instead. There is some global illumination stuff, I think, or maybe they just faked it too on the background. Everything's baked in. I don't know if there's even time of day, dynamic time of day, so I have no idea. But that hero light is going to bug me forever and ever. I'm always going to see it. Even though it looks good, I'm still going to see it, and it still takes away, you know, it just kind of emphasizes, oh, this is fantasy fake time. It's not really real. Pop-in. You saw the pop-in? Let's go back. See that popping again. So yes, right here, pop. So there is popping. You know, Digital Foundry did point it out. We'll go back a little bit. Digital Foundry pointed it out, and I think that's one of the meme pictures where they're like, oh, she got fat or whatever. I'm like, whatever. There's a whole bunch of stupid stuff going on the internet. Right there, it is. Okay, so that's before the pop, and bam. So before, after, before, after, before, after. So it's just, I'm like, yeah, I don't understand how that works. I guess that's a texture. I mean, it's geometry. It's a texture on geometry. Kajito says, "Damn, her face expression looks good." Yeah, that's the one thing I'm gonna give them credit. I'll give them credit that they have fixed the facial animation stuff. You know, a little bit of clipping of the hair, but like, you know, stuff like that. I'm not. I mean, honestly, on a gameplay, and that's a cutscene, so that should have been fixed. I'm sorry, that should have been. That's basically, that's not like, oh, we're controlling her. No. That's just a close up cutscene. How is their hair clipping? Come on, son, fix that. That's something you can you can fix that. Anyway, and I mean, it's this game looks like what a sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn would look like on the next generation of PlayStation. Yes. So I'm not surprised. The thing is that this is going to be on PlayStation 4 as well. So that means that like, what's the difference is going to be? There's not really ray tracing. So how is that going to affect? I don't know. I mean, it'll be 30 frames. It'll be a lower resolution, and probably some vegetation detail and some other stuff will be less. But I don't see anything in this game right now, as we're watching this, that can't be done on a PlayStation 4. That's what's up, you know. This is the part I like right here, where she does the Did she do it already? No, she's about to do it right here. This is the best part. Click, 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 click. Zakapaka. That's cool. But my problem with that, even though it's cool, we saw it once. How many times you gonna do that during the game? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do it at every fight. It's gonna get tired. You're like, oh yeah, that's the clickety click, bam, the spear bash move. You're gonna get tired of it. It's gonna be like, eh. Kajito says, this is making me want to play the first one. Everyone with a PS4 has a first one. Now they gave it to us all. Yeah. You should, I download? They had the free, here's the other part. I'll pause it real quick. They had the free, it's the pandemic, so here's some free games. So I'm signed up for PSN, the free. I'm not paying for PSN. So I just have an account, right? Because I had a PS3 for like 2 seconds, and I made an account. And I said, and I recovered it. I was like, I still have it. So I got like the free game. I think it was Horizon Zero Dawn, the first one. But I don't have a PlayStation to play it on, so I just have it in my library. So when I do get a used one out the garbage sometime, then I'll play it, whatever. But this part right here, right? So look at the highlights. She's literally in shadow. She's in the shadows. Still highlight. What is going on? Why? There should be some differences here. Like, there's no sunlight on the ground, on nothing, right? This is a shadowed area, and it just sticks out. It makes her not feel like she's part of the environment, but it looks good. I'm not gonna say it doesn't look good, but I don't know if they're gonna fix this, or this is just what the game is, how they're faking ray tracing. They're not faking ray tracing, but they're making it look fabulous, more fabulous than it actually is. And I'm not saying video games need to be realistic, but something simple like this takes me out of it, because I understand basic lighting, you know. And that's a nitpick. It definitely is a nitpick. Like right there, look. I mean, it's like the highlights are there, but then the shadows do affect her in a way, but not enough. It's just so weird. It's so weird. I'm like, I can't anymore. I can't. Yeah, San Francisco. I guess it takes place in San Francisco. And they're saying, oh, it's 1,000 years in the future. So how did San Francisco become tropical? Which is a good question, but who knows? Then they had the little glidey thing, which you just saw. Gajito says, I know your opinion how far ahead this game gen to past gen. I feel like there's not much evolution when I look at this game. Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting at. The first game looked good, and this game looks good too, right? And I can see the differences. It's like, yeah, it looks better than the first game, but the PS5 allows them to actually have better textures, better skin textures and stuff. So the PS4 didn't really have that. PS4 Pro didn't really have that. So that's why a lot of the PS4 Pro games were soft. They look soft, so you didn't get a lot of that detail. You look at the PS4 games or PS4 Pro games that are put. Look at that highlight, son. Anyway, on PS5, you get the boost of fidelity and the textures and stuff. So that's a good thing. But I think the biggest thing is the facial animation. I think that hero light, that constant hero light, is something you'll always see it. Left, right, yellow, and blue. You see it. There it is again. Yellow, blue. Every time you look at this game, you're going to see it. Even in the monsters, I just saw it there. Yellow, blue. So is the blue supposed to be like the reflective light? Is that supposed to be the fake, whatchamacallit? The fake ray tracing? I don't know. The music's pretty good too, I ain't gonna lie. The music is pretty good on this part. Oh, I read that. I read what you said wrong. It says, in your opinion, how far ahead is current gen to past gen? I feel like there's not much evolution on it. The PS5 is a bad example to place when we're talking about next gen, because the PS5 is like a half step. It's like if the PS4 Pro had a PS4 Pro. That's what the PS5 is. They changed the CPU and GPU to the next gen, but everything else is kind of similar. That's why they have so many games coming out, is because it's basically a PS4 Pro. That's the same thing. I mean, there are some differences, SSD and all that stuff, but it isn't a large difference, and that's why you're seeing some of the shortcomings and not a lot of great examples of ray tracing. There are some examples of ray tracing, like Miles Morales and stuff, but it's limited, and some of it is software. Blah, blah. They're just using a lot of smoke and mirrors, which is what video games is anyway. But it's not quite. That's a cool shot there, but that's really just light in your face. Now this is cool right here, but then it falls apart for me, because that looks like, oh, look at the rocks falling off, and then they disappear. They disappear into nothingness. I'm like, what? Where the rocks at? And I understand video games and why that happens, but they could have left some of them rocks. They just melted into the sand. I'm like, okay, whatever. But the same type of rock kind of explosion that we just saw. See if I go back. Right there. It's similar with the motion blur stuff. It's similar to what Forza Horizon 4. When you crash through one of those stone walls with your car. Same feel as far as animation, motion blur and stuff. So that's not next gen. Nothing that you're seeing right now is next gen per se. And that's the trick. As far as I would say, the caveat is resolution and better frames. But as far as what you're seeing, what is possible on systems, as far as you can't do those it's nothing like geometry wise or anything else that can't be done. So I'm like, all right. Now the scene is going to change a little bit, so the lighting will change dramatically. So that gives me a little bit of like hope, but still, hero light. Look at it. It's all over. Look. There it is, all over here. There you go. So and it's so strong too at some points. But I don't know. I mean, that's just an art direction choice. That's not anything that I don't think that's anything that is too egregious or anything. Legend says, hey, HG Steven. Let me know Let me tell you something. You're allowed to like things just because it ain't on your system of choice. Doesn't mean you got to cheesy on it. Yes. Oh, I missed it. Sorry. I'll tell you, I was reading your thing. So the lighting changed, right? So let's see. I think they definitely changed the color saturation. I'm gonna get to it. Still, the hero light is still there. It's just a little bit less. So if you see on her right side, once again, where's my arrow? On her right side, that's the key light, and there's you can call it a halo light or a bounce light or whatever. Now, I'm gonna give Gorilla credit for the super smoke and mirrors job they did on this, and I'm gonna give them extra credit for the fixing of the facial animations. They took the whatchamacallit, the criticisms of the first game, and they fixed it, and that's good because the first game was just a bunch of mannequins talking. It was so bad. Everything else was cool, but they fixed that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So that's a plus. Okay, that's it. Close out. Oh no, wait. I think they did some extra. Yeah, they did some extra stuff. We're good. Go here. Watch this stuff. I don't want autoplay on. Boop. There's also a whatchamacallit. In the cutscenes, not the cutscenes. The first trailer, which is this, but some of the right here, or when she's swimming underwater, it actually has like right here, there's like ray tracing. It looks like ray tracing to me, and like right here, right when she's underwater, she's swimming under the reeds and stuff. And the first trailer they showed, which is not gameplay, it was cinematic, and it looked way better than what they showed a couple of days ago or whatever it was. So I mean, it still looks good. But, no, I'm just saying, it's a downgrade. It is a downgrade, but it's not that much of a downgrade that is distracting. But, certain things I noticed, I'm like, okay, I mean, it looks good, but still, where's this guy? Here it is. This is where they were talking about global illumination and stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, no, my bad. They didn't talk about global illumination. Digital Foundry did, but I don't know if that's true. It might be baked in lighting. I don't know. I don't. There hasn't been any discussion about. She didn't get hit by none of that rock. They gonna show the pop in again? They're not gonna show it. Sorry, I got that Godzilla. I think that's one of the best sounds. Like you think about all the sounds. that Godzilla scream from back in the day is the bang. Yeah, but they fixed it in the cutscenes. I thought we'd be done with cutscenes by now. Was that V from Street Fighter? V? I don't know. I know it did look like a little Street Fighter move, right? That was kind of cool. I always like those things in Street Fighter too. So, but yeah, this is kind of cool with the slingshot with the goop gap on. It was like, I got the goop gap on you, son. But then it disappears. Like, but that's gameplay, so that's all good. And then the water's better too, so yeah, that's a good thing. That was kind of cool. You see the bodies fall off the thing. The smoke's pretty good. Smoke is smoke, but smoke. This was whack. Bloop. It's like, what? Wait. It just appeared in her hand when she grabbed. Like, okay. But it's a video. That looks cool right there with all the stuff falling down. So there's certain things that look cool, certain things that's like, the main thing is like, okay, is the game good? I mean, that's the question, isn't it? Is the game good? Is the game fun? I know Sony's had a thing with fun. It's like, the game don't have to be fun. It's a game. It don't have to be fun. Like, yeah, I would disagree. I'll disagree with you. Legend says, I want to see all this criticism on the 12th. I bet you ain't going to hear it. The 12th, you mean Ratchet and Clank? I think that comes on. Is that the 12th or the 11th? That's one of those days, right? Ratchet and Clank is cool. I think Ratchet and Clank might have better graphics than this. If how do I say this? Because like Horizon is based on reality. It's stylized reality, but it's reality. And I wanted to get to this. But Horizon is based in reality, so trees and all that stuff. So there's a little bit of a leap, like saying, oh, the 12th is the Xbox conference. It is? I thought it was the 13th. It's the 13th. It's Sunday. It's the 13th. Buddy. It's the 13th, buddy. Hold on. It's the 13th, buddy. At 1 o'clock my time, buddy. That is a Sunday. And I will be watching it live. Streaming it. And I'm not going to say nothing during it. I'll just watch it. But, I'm going to criticize the hell out of it. Halo's going to be Halo. Is it going to be good? I've learned to not have high expectations for anything in life because, you know, it's a recipe for letdown nations. Anyway, the reason why I have this person up here, what was her name? Hannah Hagohestra? Hoextra? I don't know how to say that. This is the face model of Aloy. Yeah, that's her. Now, you look at Halo will be played even by me. I'm going to play Halo. I'm not saying I ain't going to play Halo. Because even from the last year's disaster of a reveal, the gameplay still looked good. I'm like, yeah, that looked like Halo. Actually looked kind of slightly more energetic Halo, but not really. But yeah. So I was like, okay, they got that, which is one of the most important things. Now, all they need is like all the flavors, all the little the visual bloop blaps and stuff. You know, that's what everybody likes. You play Destiny, right? It feels good to shoot stuff, right? But if it doesn't look good at the same time, it's like half the experience is sucked out of the room. You're like, about to play Halo 5 right now. Halo 5, tangent real quick, but Halo 5 is a very good looking game. People don't like it because of the story and all that stuff, which is fine. But the graphics ain't no joke. The graphics stand up to this gen stuff. If you look at the cutscenes, look better than what we just saw. For real, I'm not even hyping. No hyperbole. It looks good. I think Blur did them because that's how good it looks. I'm like, yo, that looks too good. I'm sorry. Keju says they're gonna have a woman play Master Chief in Halo. That would be Master Chief is a man. His name is his name is John. I was about to say Steve. His name is John. He was kidnapped as a boy. I think it was like 9 years old or something. Taylor looks like garbage. Who's Taylor? Taylor Swift? This is not Taylor Swift. This is Aloy. Hi, Aloy. Now, there have been pictures of... Where's my thing? There have been pictures of Aloy. Aloy as a big chunker. Where is it? And I'm like, I don't quite disappearing here. I don't quite understand why that one was pretty funny when they made him a man. I was like, okay, that actually kind of looked like a handsome man. I ain't gonna lie. Look at that. Look at that handsome man. Couldn't they have a slider? I was like, can I be a man? And maybe I ate some sex change berries or something. Because I don't know how medicine works in 1,000 years in the future, but maybe they have a machine and you can go and say, I want to be a man today. Six rings, got a beard. That looks believable. I don't know how they did it, but it's got. Kaju says, Bond says, get Nathan Fillion and Mark Coulter faces out of the damn game. That's my gripe. Yeah, Mark. Was it Mark? That was his name, or Mike? I think it was Mike. I don't need to see Spartan 117's face. I think they're gonna show his face. I think they showed part of his face at the end of Halo. Was it 5 or 4? It might have been 5. I don't remember. But John 117, I think I'm more interested. So this is the fat right over here. That's the fat. I'm gonna say it fat. Aloy that they fatted up or whatever. They say Life with Doritos. It's just the lighting's different. It's kind of the same. Like if you look at her real pictures, basically 30 FPS. If you look at her real pictures, there are certain pictures at certain angles that make her face look a little bit more round. So it's not like, oh, like especially like right here. And in the model they're using, her hair's pulled back for pretty much, so you see her ears like right here. You see her ears, so she does have a nice rounded jaw line to the cheek. She has those big fat cheekies. So, I mean, it's not really a big deal. And then people are making fun of it because somebody did a Photoshop and made it look like what is it? They had the one with the makeup and one without. There's a lot of funny things going on there. This dude who was, oh man, he was crying about the game's going to PC. I was like, wow. Oh yo, you see the elephant with the prosthetic? Look at that, man. That's dope. Got prosthetic leg. I mean, it's dope, but it's not dope because it stepped on a landmine. That's why prosthetic. Okay, it's a lot of funny stuff on there. I retweet the funny stuff so I can pull it up on the show. But there was some stuff about I gotta let me try to find it on here. Hey, let's type. There it is. Horizon Zero Dawn Face? No. Forbidden West. Let's do that. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, that's that one. So there's a picture. Not that one. That's the one right here. Where they made her like a supermodel. And then this is the one she's like, this is like, Now this is ridiculous. This is too much crazy. This is And Yang Ye even did a tweet about it. It's like, it's not realistic to have makeup and having that. I'm like Young, like why you even talking to these fools? It's first of all, they jokes. Even I know that they jokes. Halo looks like garbage. Stop being a pony legend. I just said the game looked good. We're gonna see. I'm talking about Horizon. Are we really talking about how the characters got fat face? Not very PC, bro. Listen, I am not PC. I don't give a damn. I'm realistic. Now, there is a definite bias in this country, let's just say America, for against people who are overweight, fat people, obese, whatever you want to call people who are overweight based off of whatever the doctor says is overweight. Okay, I've had it. I've enjoyed your Bash Fest. Anyway, bye, legend. Bye, Felicia. This is dumb. With the makeup, I'm like, of course, no, you don't. But then I say, okay, the geishas back in China, back thousands of years in the past, they had makeup. I mean, it's for entertainment purposes and stuff, but they used makeup. Where do you think makeup came from? You think it's just, it's the 20th century, let's put makeup? No. I mean, it's a cultural thing that has evolved throughout the centuries. But this is ridiculous. She doesn't need makeup. That's no. So take out the plucked eyebrows and the eyeliner and the stuff and the mascara and the lipstick and the blush and all that stuff. Her face shape is cool, but I mean, she looks real crotchety right here. Now I don't care. That it's funny to me. This is why it's funny, because remember Craig? Remember all the funny. Now yes, Craig was funny. Craig was definitely memeable. And it wasn't the real model. It was just we need something there. It just wasn't even animated or anything. It was just right? And they ran with it. They made Craig a meme, right? Oh, make it fun. Let's make fun of Halo. Put Craig and all these things. Now this is what happens, Sony. This is what happens, Gorilla. When your fans make fun of Xbox, guess what the Xbox dudes is gonna do? They gonna make fun of your stuff. So you gotta make sure your stuff is on point. Because if it ain't on point, what's going to happen? You got fat Aloy. I'm just saying, that's what happened. That's why it's happened. Deal with it? I don't know what to tell you. But, I don't have a problem. All right, so here's a comparison between the first game and the second game. First game, second game. First game, second game. First game's on the left, second game's on the right. I think they did some tweaks to the model. Some tweaks. Her eyes are further apart. See them right here? I think her nose is less pronounced right there in the middle. So they did some geometry work on her, and I think her head is actually a little bit wider. I don't understand. I don't quite understand why they did that. Because I think if they used the same base geometry from the first game and just maybe, change the skin texture, put the hair on it like they did right there, that looks dope. Same eyebrows, same eyes, same lip color and all that stuff, hair. It would have been fine. But I think the new one is closer to the actual person, the actual face model. So I don't have a problem with it. But, the internet's grabbing it because karma's a bitch. And that's what happens. Sorry. Bond says that was a almost chin view. Keep the ghost needler. Give me back armor lock from ODST. Also more ammo per clip. Oh, definitely more ammo per clip. I hate when my clip runs out. But anyway. And I guess one last thing. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool little. I like that art. That's dope. One more thing. I think it's. Oh, this is funny. The 30 frame. Dude's drinking 30 frames. I was like, okay, you know what? That's pretty funny. See, that's look. This is the danger that you come across when you're talking about, when you have fanboys making fun of stuff. It goes both ways. You can't just be like, oh, it's funny when it's Xbox. Oh, you can't be making fun of Sony. Oh, Bridget sent me the Biscuit Monster. Is Cookie Monster's cousin from Britain or England or something. It's funny. I was like, okay, that's cute. Where was it? This is it. Oops. So they have the music is playing. It's like, oh, it's cinematic, and then they play the My Life Will Go On recorder when it changes. So that's the thing, right? Look at this. This is all ray tracing. You see the shadows, how the lights kind of beaming through the foliage and stuff. And this is like, yeah, this is baked lighting. There's no dynamic lighting or anything. It's not. It's like, like really, you're in the middle of a kelp forest and there's no shadows or nothing. What's going on here? So that's It looks good, but it's not good. See that? That's dope. That was the promise. See the shadows moving around and stuff. That was the promise. This is the reality. And so, it's smoke and mirrors. If you have amnesia, you're going to forget. But, I think the game will be good. It's not going to be whack, but I'm just saying, it's like, why? Connection was reset. Come on, son. What are you doing? Anyway, but like you see, she's got a plump jaw, which is fine. I looked at this already, so I don't think there's any naughty stuff on here. I don't think she's in any naughty movies. She is an actress, by the way. She's not just a pretty face. Although I've never heard of her before, so whatever. But yeah, so I don't have a problem with that stuff. But that's the internet. Those are the memes, Those are the memes. That's the internet. That's the problem of. I would say. That's Sony's problem. That's Sony's problem. That didn't sound right, did it? But yeah, that looks good, man. I ain't gonna lie, that looks good. But yeah, that's the sequel to Horizon Forbidden West. It's gonna be, well, we'll see what it's gonna be. Now I have some things to say. Let's watch this. Unreal 5 early access. Remember? Oh, look, captured on the Xbox Series X. Oh man, that can't be done on the Xbox because SSD isn't fast enough. Remember that? Remember when everybody was saying that? Remember? Now there's something I want to talk about. You see, that's the PlayStation. Kind of looks the same, doesn't it? Right? But there's one difference. Well, there's two differences. But one main difference. Now let's go back just from that. Now, here's the thing. Is there something that you can think of within these two shots, the Xbox Series X versus the PlayStation 5 shots, that are different? I'll tell you what it is. PlayStation 5, the shots that they showed off for the PlayStation 5 have no sky. There's no sky shots. Why is there no sky shots in the PlayStation 5 examples? That's my question. Right? I'm like, wait, why? I mean, they showed sky in that first demo, but I wasn't really paying attention to the sky, so was it really there? Was it just a skybox with no volumetric clouds? Because the Xbox, they already showed a demo of that stuff happening. See, PlayStation, no sky. No sky. No sky. Oh, but flamey flames. So that's another thing. I haven't heard nobody say nothing about that. Why is that? Why? Now, this is PC, right? So here's the thing. Once again, the ponies. What? This can't be only on the power of the PlayStation 5 SSD. Make those graphics way better. I'm like, this is on PC. I could pull this up on my PC right now. It'll run at like 2 frames a second, but I could pull it up. Actually, it probably wouldn't run. But I don't have a PlayStation 5. I don't have an Xbox Series X. I can still get this on my PC. So everything that they were saying, the ponies, they were talking about, oh man, Unreal, look at this. Oh, look at the power of the PlayStation. They full of shite. Examples galore. It's just like, here, look, Nanite, look, Lumen. And Lumen, if you don't know, Lumen is the fake. Okay, it's not fake, but it is not real global illumination. So what they do is they use, instead of using the actual geometry to reflect light bounces, they use primitives, basically, like just bigger, like maybe there's a big giant triangle or something, or a cube or something behind here that's angled similar to the angle of the geometry of the actual landscape, and that'll bounce the light instead of the actual art itself. So it'll be an invisible object, obviously, but it will bounce the light instead of the actual rocks and all the stuff. So that's basically what they're doing to fake the Lumen, to fake the global illumination that ray tracing provides for real. Lumen, here you go. And it looks pretty good. You know, it's a pretty good faking of it, and I believe it is software. I believe it is a software solution, so it's not like, oh, you need the hardware to. No, hardware helps. You know, it'll help it just do it easier, I guess. But yeah, it's not anything that is unattainable. And so I've seen a lot of different demos. People, like the past couple of days, people are downloading Unreal Engine 5, the preview or whatever it's called, and they're just making stuff in there. And like, oh, shoot, look at that. And they had the lady, I guess her name is Lumen, and she's running around. And I was like, oh yeah, that looks like a video game now, because they showed the demo before where she goes and fights the big fire globe monster dude. And I'm like, okay, but then they just have people with it, and they're running around the geometry, and some there's clipping, there's all kind of stuff happening. Give me. So yeah, it's a video game engine. It is, and it looks good, of course, but you know, we're gonna get used to it real quick. So don't get too happy about it. That's all I'm saying. Because once those characters start interacting with the world, that's when it breaks. And that's what happened when I saw Lumen. She clipped through some cliffside, and I was like, okay, that's a video game. And then she fell off of a ledge, and there was no animation. She just kind of fell. I mean, there was a little bit of animation, but not really. So I was like, okay, that wasn't all the way. So, you know, that's individual, you know, animation and all that stuff. So I'm not faulting the engine for that, but that's just one instance of it taking you out of it, not because the art is garbage or anything, but because, you know, the animation doesn't match up the action, or what's happening in the scene at the same time. So, and that's where like games like The Last of Us 2, where they succeed, is that their animation, blending, and all that stuff is just top notch, and it doesn't take you out of it, even though it may not look top notch 100,000% of the time. Like if you pause The Last of Us Part 2 at a certain frame or something, it's like, oh, that's a video game as video game. Look at that. Shadows are wrong, and this and that, and da da da, missing this, missing that, blah blah blah, fuzzy, blah blah blah, right? But in movement, it looks good. It looks real because of the animation. There's no video game glitchiness of it. So, but this whole thing, the world partition, that's cool. It's a lot of things that Unreal is doing. That is first, it's making it easier for devs, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, yo, I mean, this is crazy. How? Oh, excuse me. It just is. I mean, it looks good, and I don't think that they have. I mean, there are limitations. Let's not fake the funk. But you think about the games that use Unreal, right? You got Hellblade 2, Project Mara, right? So you got the Ninja Theories. You got Gears. I think Coalition's going to be making another game too. I think they're working on something else besides Gears. We Happy Few, those guys. I've totally forgot what their name is called. I think they're using Unreal. There's a lot of games that come out for Xbox that are using Unreal. I'm surprised Microsoft hasn't bought Epic, because it's like, yeah, we're using your engine. We should just buy it. Y'all are just rocking. Y'all just killing it. How much y'all worth? We can scrape that together. If they scrape up the money to buy Epic, and then it's just like, yeah, we got Fortnite, and nothing's going to change. Just like Bethesda, we're going to keep it all the same and be a separate entity. So it's Xbox Game Studios, Bethesda, and Epic, all under Microsoft. I mean, I'm just like, whatever. I don't know. I mean, that's not going to happen, but maybe it will. Who knows? They're still buying stuff. But if you look at this, Bond says, not to that sale of Epic to be under Microsoft. If you look at this, right, you see how like they go way back and they go forward. You never there is no popping in here in this demo, in this engine. This is what I was talking about before when we were watching Horizon Forbidden West. We saw the pop in, the LOD change. None of that in here is because of how the engine works with the nanites. And I was like, yo, they fixed a giant problem with streaming in assets. It's not even about speed. It's just how it works. And so I'm like, yo, they're doing some massive things over at Epic when it comes to game engines. And now I'm going to say this, and I will believe that Guerrilla and all these other game engine studios that make game engines, they're going to bite this so hard. They're going to be like, yeah, we got to do something like nanite. We got to do some triangles. We got to do that. Because what they're doing now with all the popping, that ain't working. And Epic solved the problem. And that's exciting. That's crazy exciting. That solving that problem solves the problem of, taking the player out of the immersion of a game or a particular situation or scene or whatever in the whatever game they're playing. It's something simple that's like a system, basic system type thing, as far as system as the engine type thing, that they don't have to worry about anymore. And neither does the dev. And neither do the creative people saying, oh, we need an LOD. We need 4 LODs on this or 3 LODs, way far back, middle, and then high or whatever. They don't have to do that anymore because the engine does it automatically. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty dope. Sorry. So, yeah, it's so cool. I wish Legend didn't leave because I had clipped out a clip of the last show that I was gonna put up on YouTube. I am gonna put it up. I think I still have to finish the exit, the outro. Blah. But anyway, like some of this animation jumping over the thing, it's video gamey. That's what it is, right? So it's like, okay, it's a video game. Like that first demo they showed, that was like so specific that it's like it didn't seem like it was a video game, but some of this animation does. This is fine. Her idle walk is fine, but there was a little bit of stutter when she stopped. So, you know, some of the animation blending maybe a little bit as far as that goes, but it's not horrible. This guy is interesting is because the person who built it used all the different parts from Unreal. So it's not like an actual character he made. He just used the parts of, I guess, a temple or something. I forget what he did. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So, but yeah, I mean, look at that detail. That's pretty good. And they're showing the rig and the, you know, the animation and all that stuff. The IK inverse kinetics, how it works and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, they use parts of the whatever ruins to make them. Bond says no to that sale of Epic to be under Microsoft. I mean, I don't care as long as they don't mess with them. But it makes sense for them to buy it just for the technology. Well, for Fortnite 1, but for the technology of Unreal. The Unreal Engine is like, shoosh. Unreal Engine is killing it. You know, it's just ridiculous. It's like, during the 360, it was the best engine. During the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, was it the best engine? It was pretty good. I think it was probably the most widely used engine, but I think Sony has some pretty good engines too. The Decima engine's pretty good. What other engines does Sony have? They have Decima, and they have whatever The Last of Us is using. I don't know what they call their engine. But like, I mean, think about it, right? You got metahumans, and then now you have this. And like metahumans plus this is like, yo, this is crazy. This looks ridiculous. The metahumans thing, I haven't even gone into or like tried to mess with it because I'm like, yo, metahumans looks ridiculous. All these freaking nodes, I'm like, I can't even. What's going on? And this is all audio, but that's pretty good though. I think I gotta probably work my way through all of that. That's crazy. Look at those freaking nodes button. It's the node central. I like that. How you see it moving through. That's pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, and that's gain. All right. So the pink is actual audio signal, and then the green is gain. All right, that works. And what was the blue? What was that? Nah, you moving too fast. It's out delay time, so it's a effect. Wave asset power up trigger. Oh, so that's those are triggers. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, that's not too hard. It's not too hard to understand. But like I'm looking at this, and I'm like, okay, this looks good, right? Is it unrealistic? No, because I've seen other people use this demo. Okay, they're done. Let me see if I can. I like games from scratch. They usually do some pretty good. Okay. I don't care about you. Get out of here. Stop it. Stop it. Fast forward. So, I mean, this guy's like doing a toot. Just show me it moving. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Ooh. Boop. There you go. It's a world. So, I don't know what... let me see. Where are we at? 1080p? Okay, that's fine. Keep it at that. But yeah, I don't know how he's capturing it, but he's got frames going on. But I mean, this is in like edit mode, so it doesn't need to be super smooth. So, does he have a frame count going on? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't see it, but he might not have the best GPU for this. Like I was watching one dude with a 3090 and he was just like zoom, zoom, zoom. I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. They do ask people to make something unreal. I don't understand. They do ask people to make something unreal. That's unreal. But like, I mean, like even like if you go close to the rocks, like how they're doing, it still looks good. I mean, it's a little blur, little bit, but not really, compared to like, you know, what we got today, as far as texture. Okay, so those are the lights, and this is like another thing, right? So it's like, okay, they have these lights here, so it's not. I don't think it's ray traced. I mean, there's global illumination, which I think affects the model, but stuff like that, you do need specific light sources, like from a flame and stuff. If it's, I don't know if it's like global illumination, but each. Oh, okay, I didn't know what their logo is, but that makes sense. Make something unreal. Epic slogan. Make something unreal. True. But like, you know, you're looking at that, it's like, that's pretty good looking stuff there. I ain't gonna lie. So my thing is, okay, the frames are bad, but they have this technology. What games are coming out that are going to utilize this technology? Look at Last of Us 3 or whatever Naughty Dog's doing. They have their own engine, so they're not going to use this, right? Gorilla has Decima. They're not going to use this. So they would have to go in and drastically change things about their engine to make it comparable to this as far as the nanite system, you know, without having LOD assets pop in and people noticing. So, I mean, is that something that's realistic? I don't know. I mean, they did it with Unreal because that was it. That's always been an issue. The LOD pop in has always been popping on Unreal. Even now, on Hive Busters, there was a little bit of it. You know, it was few and far between. And I have an Xbox One X, and it was still few and far between, but there still was some stuff. So, and the thing is, it's like, oh, because you don't have an SSD. No, that's not why. Because this is running on a PC. And does it need an SSD? Maybe. But I don't think so. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe just a lot of... I think it needs like 32 gigs of RAM. I think that was the recommended. Bond says, LOL, it has been their soft slogan for many years. Oh. They even had a yearly summit about the Unreal creation people make. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's pretty dope. I should watch that because every time they make something like they made the what was the name of the one that was a 360 demo? I think it was for Unreal Engine 3. It was not the Arbiter. I don't remember. But he was like, it was in a city, it was raining, and he was like this is all noir. It's all detective looking. But yeah, their stuff always looks good though. And I like this. I like this character, Lumen, I guess her name is. But her face is a little too weird. Does that make sense? I mean, it looks, I mean, I'm sure someone looks like that in the real world, but I just don't like her face is a little weird for me. It's like a little too Disney, cartoony. Does that make sense? So, but that's just me. That's like kind of forehead proportion versus eye size versus nose shape versus blah blah blah. You know, it's just the relationship between the parts of her face. She's not ugly. She's just, I don't know. Hold up, I don't remember all this debris and stuff flying up in the little parts. I don't remember. Wait, hold up. What's going on here? Is it broken? What's going on? It is broken. What is happening? Wow. Even in its broken state, it still looks good. That's hilarious. That is funny. Wow. Hold up. Wait. Okay. Is he doing it again? What's going on? I like going through other stuff. That was crazy. That was crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much. I didn't have too much else to go. Did I have any more to go over? I mean, the main thing was like, the hyperbole that the ponies be like, "Oh man, a PlayStation 5. Look at this Unreal 5, only available on PlayStation 5." And then they show this like on PCs and stuff, and then show the Xbox version. It's like, "Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! Well, yeah." And I think they showed a cloud demo on something. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, "Oh, that's dope." Oh, it was Ninja Theory showed a cloud. It was like a cloud time lapse because they're using Unreal Engine 5 for Hellblade 2, and they showed that. I was like, oh, it was just like a still camera, and they showed the clouds move. I was like, oh, okay. It's almost like it's like the clouds from Sea of Thieves. It's like that concept, except 1,000 times better. So it's probably closer to the clouds of. Actually, you know what? I think it's better than Flight Simulator clouds too, because those are pretty good. But I think these are they might be the best clouds. I'd have to go back and see the Flight Simulator clouds because I don't remember exactly. But yeah, the cloud tech is getting good, man. It's getting good. And as far as I know, Sea of Thieves was kind of the first game to do that dynamic cloud thing because they have weather and stuff. So a storm comes in, the clouds come in, blah blah blah. So that's pretty dope. But I think that is the first, and it is open world, so it's that plus that. So that's cool. So Unreal, man, sometimes I wish that Halo Infinite was made in Unreal like they originally said that they were going to do, but I mean, I guess it's okay that it's not, but it would have been so cool if it was. Only in that, they would have all these cool technologies and stuff. But I think the problem with making a game in Unreal is that when you play it, it's like, oh yeah, it's an Unreal game. You know what I mean? It's hard to, if they feel the same in a way. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah. But I do like watching these behind the scenes little animation loopy things and stuff, because it gives you insight into like, oh, I could do that in like Blender or something. I mean, not me personally, but it's possible to do that in another program. So it's like, oh, that's not something that's unattainable for the common man. And I don't know if they actually do the animation in Unreal. I think they do it in like Cinema 4D or something else. So, yeah, or maybe Blender too. Who knows? You can do stuff in Blender and import the characters. I haven't gotten there yet. Oh, I haven't gotten close to that because I was like, oh, I have to crack open Unreal and get down into it and actually make a kind of a game to make it work. Because I was thinking like, yo, those backgrounds are crazy nice. I can make my own little environment and then animate a dude or a lady inside the environment and have like a music video or something else. Even do green screen, with some ooh, that's nice. Oh. Okay, you can see it there though. You can see when it gets real close. When the camera gets real close, you can see like, oh, okay, yeah, that looks like textures. Bond says you're correct. I can tell a game running on Havoc or Unreal. How about EA's DICE engine? Yeah, sorta. I think. Because you look at Battlefield, you look at Battlefront, and then you look at Mass Effect Andromeda. Those are all on DICE. I'm not sure how long EA is going to stick with DICE, because Vince Zampella is pretty much the head of EA as far as games go. He's quickly becoming the boss over there. And he's been using Unreal. He used Unreal on Jedi Fallen Order. And they used Source, I believe, on Titanfall 2. So they have never used DICE. Respawn has never used DICE, the DICE engine. And I mean, that should be an indication to EA and the DICE engine people that their engine's not that good, because if the best dev that you have refuses to use your engine, your Frostbite engine, then yeah, you need to change it or just buy up some Unreal licenses, because I would say change the engine, because the engine, I don't think the engine's bad. It looks great. Like, the Star Wars games look great, but like, I want to know what it is about the engine that is turning devs off from it. Is it hard to make a game? Is turnaround too long? That's the main reason why. Why 343 made their own engine and got away from whatever Bungie was using. I don't even know what the heck it was called. And I know Ubisoft uses Anvil, I think. And I don't think the Anvil engine is like anything like, oh, that's Anvil. But they make the same type of game all the time, so it's like, oh, that's an Anvil engine because that's what they make. So they could possibly make another game and be like, oh, it's in the same engine. Like, oh, I didn't know. So, but Unreal tends to look the same, and maybe it's the camera placement, the third-person camera placement. Because like, where's the last first-person Unreal Engine game? You know what I mean? I'm trying to think if there is a first-person Unreal Engine game. There has to be, right? Gears is not first-person. Lumen is not first-person. It's not a game either. I just said it. Jedi Fallen Order, not first-person. It's all third-person. I said Gears already. There has to be. Is there a racing game in Unreal? There has to be a racing game in Unreal, because they have a racing kind of thing, but I don't think it's the best. And that's another thing, right? You got Unreal, you have Frostbite, you have Anvil, you have, like you said, Havoc is the physics underneath, or the physics that they would use in a particular engine. Bulletstorm, that was badass running on what engine? That was running. I think that was. I think Bulletstorm was Unreal as well. I believe. Pretty sure, because they were kind of like not the B team, but they were a secondary team that were working on Gears. They did Gears. They were working on Gears games, I believe. Did they do Judgment? I don't remember. But we're forgetting there are other engines. And the one engine that, well, there's two other engines. There's whatever. Oh no, I'm sorry. Take that back. Ninja Theory's using Unreal Engine 5, so that's cool. But one engine that is gonna be, it's gonna be like, okay, what is this engine gonna do? What we got? It is Forza Tech. Now, Bond says people can fly studios as an Epic B team. True. I mean, they're not owned by Epic. Are they owned by Epic? No. Did they? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Forza Tech. So the Forza Tech engine. Is this over? This is over. Get out of here. Do another one. How long is that? 15? We could do that one. Oh, are they going to show a lot of their faces? I think they are. Boo! Boo. Oh. Forza Tech. Okay, so they're just going to show a lot of games. Good. So Forza Tech. Forza Tech is the Forza Motorsports, originally the Forza Motorsports engine. And you're like, it's a racing game, whatever. And I was the same way. I was like, whatever. Then Playground grabbed that engine, made Forza Horizon and Forza Horizon 2, 3, 4. Forza Horizon 4 is one of the most beautiful racing games. Because there's a drone mode, right? And you go in, you could just click on the drone and you can fly around the map. It's an open world. So you're flying around the map, and I'm like, yo, this is a racing game. This thing is gorgeous. You can fly through the fields, through the forest, in the grass above. There's only a certain amount of height that you can get on it and stuff, but It looks so good. And I'm like, yo, this game is ridiculous. As far as like this is a racing game, but it looks so good. Like this forest has no business looking this, and it's dynamic time of day. So it's not like, oh, it's static, so of course it looks good. No, the sun is moving, nighttime, the magic hours it's so good. I was like, okay, this is pretty good. But you get close to the grass, you can see, okay, that's the texture, that's flippity flapping, yeah, sure, because it's open world. But that's last gen. When did that come out? 3 years ago, something like that, 4 years ago. So I'm like, okay, so now they're gonna make another Forza Horizon. Obviously, Forza Horizon 5 is gonna be dope. It'll be better because each game that they've come out with has looked better. So I'm like, yo, Fable. I'm thinking about Forza. I'm thinking about the open world Forza tech that Playground is messing with, and I'm like, oh, if they made an actual game that was like, constructed in a way that was for, a character to roam around with paths and roads and all that stuff and houses, it would be bananas. And it would look beautiful. I don't know how they're doing it, and it's just so good. You may like the creations possible with the Unreal kit. Yes, I know I will. Based on, because I did mess around with, I had 4 point, I don't remember what the point was. I had 4 point something. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. But I don't know yet how to import my own models and all that stuff. So I can make the environment in Unreal because they have a lot of kind of stuff. They have a lot of stock, just environmental pieces. So I'm like, I can make this whole like kind of world and then create and do videos and stuff in it. So what I could do, which is what I'm thinking about doing, is I can create a scene like this, right? Whatever, right? And just have like a slow pan and do like a quick little video, like a 1 minute video, right? And then I can do that, and then I can capture. I can do camera. Wow, motion. The motion capture. Capture the camera's motions, and then match that in Blender, and then apply whatever I need to, and it'll work. Or if I figure out a way to there's a way. I just gotta do research and import models and stuff into Unreal. Then I can do it that way, and I can do it as a video on a plane. That's how I do it in Blender. I can do videos, so I can shoot the video on a green screen, right? Get the lights similar to what the actual environment is. That's very important to match it. Once I get that, and I can just plop that in the environment and move the camera up. It has to be parallel to the image, because if you change the angle of the camera, then you'll see it's a flat image. So as long as it's parallel, it's all good. It stays. It looks semi-real. So that's something I'm thinking about. So we'll see. I'll do some research on that as far as that goes. Bond says, I think they have guys to help you with importation. Yeah, I saw. I get that's Unreal too. So that is first person Unreal. There you go. Nice. That's that. I forget what that game is called. That ninja where you're a cyber ninja. You're just slicing fools. Or was that? I'm not sure. It looked like it though. But yeah, there's plenty of people who do like tutorials on Unreal. So there's a plethora. There's plethora of resources out there, especially on YouTube and stuff. So I'm not worried about that. It's just I haven't gone into it yet because I'm still in Blender trying to get good, get better at Blender. But now looking back at this demo, I'm like, oh, okay, it's good, but it's like, yeah, this is Unreal. They've done it. that's the wrong way of saying it, but yeah, they're good. It's good. And I'm glad that like their demo, because sometimes they showed demos in the past that do not look like the games that come out, but now they're showing actual demos of, it's like a demo, but it's a real-time demo, as far as like people who aren't Unreal were using it, and it looked the same, like the one that we were watching where the monster broke and things were all over the place. Still looks good. So, yeah, I mean, it's not everything's perfect because, Unreal made it, but it's still there. So it's like, okay, cool. And when they show stuff like this, like mega assemblies, and they show all the different resources and assets and stuff, it's just like, yeah, again, they're doing their thug dizzle. They're what I like about what Epic is doing is they're pushing forward technologies that will help games be better. You know what I'm saying? So, like, imagine this, right? This environment, and then you say, oh, there's gonna be a Recore 2. I know that's blasphemy, but Recore 2 set in this environment, and then they put Lumen, Homegirl, and that's the model of, what's her name, Jules. You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope. I would play the hell out of this. This would be way better than what they had before. Hell yeah, I will play this. That'd be so good. That's a good idea. Why don't they do that? Did they use? I don't think they used Unreal Engine on Recore. I don't think they did. But they could easily make Recore 2 and put it on Unreal 5 and use the Lumen model, except change the face a little bit, make it look like Jules. Because Jules, she had a nice face. I ain't gonna lie. I think I like Jules' face better than this one. But it was just the lighting wasn't that great and stuff like that. So, but I could see it. I could see her with her little mechanical rig on, and the little and what's his name? Mac. And I have 3 robots. I think there's 4 total, 4 or 5 in total. I only have 3 because I stopped playing it because it got hard because I suck at games. But yeah, there's this demo again. But yeah, I look. Like I said, I like what Epic is doing. They're pushing the gaming industry forward for devs, for us gamers, to make it just better. Little Lip Bond says, you would pick this world for a sequel to Recore? Yes. If it were still to be a barren wasteland, yes. Because that's what the first one is. It's just, it's a desert and we tried to make it Eden 2 or whatever and it just didn't work or something. I don't know. Or if they say Recore redone, Recore remastered. How about that? Recore remastered. Use this nice rocky desert. Yep. Thank you, please. Thank you. And they can have a real sandy dune part, but honestly, desert is like this too. There's rocks. There's a lot of rocks and stuff. This would be so cool, but they didn't. But yes, I would. But I would like to have different biomes. Jungle, forest, desert, maybe some snow caps. That would be cool. Like maybe they found a weather dominator like G.I. Joe. But like, oh my gosh, the weather determinator is making, there's snow here, and then there's lava fields here, and then there's a desert here, and then there's green lush pastures here. Oh my gosh. Some stupid reason for there to be 4 distinct biomes in a small area. Bond says, oh well, you want to play Recore more, and like you got it hard, and like it got hard, or are we just lazy? Oh, I want to play. Yeah, I do like the game. Too late for a DLC. Yeah, I mean the main thing is like I think I need to grind a little bit to get higher level, to get stronger and stuff, and that's the problem, because I was near my freaking base. I forget what it's called, the rig, the walker, whatever it is, and like just the yellow dudes that pop up there, like whooping I'm like, what? How did this? What? How's it so hard? So I was like, whatever. I just stopped. It's not bad, but it's not super. Oh man, and the story is like, it's like I have to get over the shifting sands, and I'm like, I don't care anymore. So yeah, Recore needs a revitalization. Like the I think the foundational premise, does that make sense? As far as the cores of your companion bots, perfect. I think the setting sucks. And the fact that you're alone sucks. So if there were more NPCs, like say if there was like, different biomes, more lush environment, and then they put maybe little settlements here and there of survivors or whatever, and you have like little. It would kind of be more like a Horizon Forbidden West or a Horizon Zero Dawn type of game, where it's like you go here, you talk to this lady, and she says, "Yo, go get me some strawberries from over here," and say, "Okay," and then you go get the strawberries, whatever. Just something that's a variation of color, environment, sounds, music. It's a whole bunch of things that will keep you interested in a game, rather than all desert. Oh, I'm gonna go into a dungeon, which is darker, underground. It's like, okay, there wasn't enough. I don't think there was enough variety in that game. I know it was a smaller game, so I'm not hating it, but I'm just saying it was like, I forgot. Bond says, I just run about. It's a fusion between Crackdown and Just Cause, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, I think about it because he made Mega Man, right? He was the guy who made Mega Man. Wasn't he the guy who made Mega Man? I don't remember. But he was the director, so I was like, okay, it's not bad. Okay, so here's the sky. You see, there's the sky. That was the PS5 demo, right? Yeah, that's just like a skybox. That's not even like the cloud system that they're using. I don't think it is. It doesn't look like it is. Or maybe it is. I don't. Maybe. It's hard to tell. Remember, they were like, "Oh man, look how fast that's going." This is. It's like, no, this is just the engine. This will do it. This will work on your toaster. But anyway, see, he got me wanting to. Maybe I'm gonna look up some cheats on Crackdown. Like, how do I just gamify Crackdown? How do you gamify a game? How do you just get by through Crack? What's easy mode on Crackdown? Crackdown. Why you got me saying Crackdown? On Recore. What is it? So I can go in and just kill it and be overpowered and not have to worry about. Oh, here we go. PS4, PC, Unreal Engine comparison. Oh, wow. Look at the difference. Look at all that shimmer. Oh man, no particles on the PC. On PS4, not really. And I think there's ray tracing on the PC, and there's no ray tracing on the PS4. Wow, I never saw that. I wish there was more of those. Anyway, but yeah, let's see what I want to see. I'm kind of curious. I think that what it Recore 3. Oh my gosh. List of game engines. Question mark. Recore. I think it's Unreal. Jewel Adams, one of our first volunteers of the utopian colony of Far Eden, who wakes after centuries of cryosleep. Centuries! I didn't realize it was that long. To find that nothing has gone according to plan. With her 3 robotic machines, nose and core bug. Okay, who cares? Wait, the game was Mark Pagent. I thought it was Kinji Inafune. That's the guy who made Mega Man. I knew it was Mega Man. Oh, he did the original Street Fighter. I had no idea he did the original Street Fighter. It's conceptualized by Joseph Staten. Wrote it. I didn't know that he wrote Recore, the dude who's finishing up Halo Infinite. Uh-oh. Is that a bad thing? Recore received mixed reviews. The most critical of which noted insufficient design choices, technical issues regarding lengthy and unsuccessful loading screens, and repetitive combat, while praise was overall focused on the story, platforming, and controls. So story was praised. Joseph Staten, thank you. So everything else, as far as design choices, which is Keiji Inafune. Technical issues, regarding length. Okay, that's, you know, I don't know what that is. Let's see. Does it say? Does it say? Development. Concept. Unity. That's probably why it had technical difficulties. It's a Unity engine. I totally forgot. We were talking about all these game engines. We totally forgot about Unity. And we were talking about Unreal, because those are the two. I think Unity is used more in kind of indie games and stuff. You know, Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori and the Will of the Wisp. 3D, still 3D games, but a little bit not super boom boom. But Unity's been, Asobo Studios. That's another thing that assisted in a share of the development, including creating the game's world and enemies. Oh, so it's their fault that it looks all bleh. Huh? Maybe that was like a quick. Yeah, we gotta do this job real quick. So Unity, okay. Unity. I want that list of game engines. Let's see here. All right. So 4.8 engine is Metro. It's the Metro engine. I like to look at the proprietary stuff because I have no idea what proprietary is. Adventure Game Studio. Okay, proprietary. Alamo is the Star Wars Empire. So those are RTSs, right? Empire at War. Wait, is Empire at War RTS? Yeah, RTS. Anti-Red GX. What did that say? Unified cross-platform and multi-core 2D and 3D game engine. Okay. Alf 1 Marathon remake. Okay. Proprietary. Oh, that was the one I was looking at. No games. Anvil. Oh, that's the Ubisoft Jammy Jam. But why don't they have? Oh, it does say Ubisoft Anvil. All right, so I gotta. All right, so what is that? Oh, that's tablet stuff, phone stuff. That's that. That's that one. The Marathon. Don't know what that is. Adventure Game Studio. Is that a open source? Okay. Another open source. Sierra Online. King's Quest. Oh, that's that old joint, huh? A-Frame. Don't know. 4A. And that one is the Metro. Okay, let's keep going. App Game Kit. What is that? Old stuff. A lot of old stuff. Big World is proprietary MMO. Blend 4 Lab is a free open source framework for creating and displaying interactive 3D computer graphics in web browsers. Oh, okay. It's JavaScript too. Yes. Blender. I don't think they're using Blender anymore though. Yo Frankie, Sintel the game Color Cube. Huh. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, the Blender game engine is a discontinued component of Blender, a free and open source. Blah blah blah. Yeah, they took that out. They took that out a while ago. I wish they kind of still had it, kind of sorta, but you can just import your stuff into Unreal, so it's just learn that instead, I guess. Blender. The thing about Blender is that you can take Blender and create your own game engine out of it. Basically, because it is open source, so they give you the ability to you could take Blender and mess with it however you want to mess with it, and actually package it and sell it as a product that for you. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird, but I don't know. Buildbox, C4. It's a lot of virtual simulations. MIT. It's a lot of Chrome engine. What is that? The Chrome engine 6. Is that for the Chrome browser? There's C++. Okay, I should have looked at that. C++. But a lot of wait. Where's Unreal? Unreal's way. Creation Engine is. Oh yeah, that is the Elder Scrolls. That's Bethesda's joint. And that's C++. So C++ is the base language for most of these games. C++, Python, Java. So some stuff is. So creation. This is an old list because they don't even have the new systems on here, but that's fine. Free to use. Wait, Craft Studio. What is that? Is a collaborative cross-platform engine used to create voxel-based video games developed. Oh, voxel. Huh. CryEngine. I always like CryEngine. CryEngine freaking looks good. Looks so good. Crystal Tools, Crystal Space, Cube. Alright, wait, we're going slow. We gotta go faster. European. War Thunder. Huh. So I guess Decima, here we go. Death Stranding, Horizon Zero Dawn, Killzone Shadowfall. Until Dawn? I didn't know that. Until Dawn, Rush of Blood. I didn't know that they used Decima. Oh yeah, they did know that. They used it on Rush of Blood at least. Huh. It is compatible with 4K resolution and high dynamic range imaging used for games on the PlayStation 4. 2013. Wow, I think it's 8 years old already. That includes tools and features like artificial intelligence and game physics. Come on, son. Doesn't every freaking engine have artificial intelligence and game physics? Yeah. What's up with CryEngine? I see CryEngine on that list. Let me look at the list of CryEngine games because they don't. Here we go. Here's the games. Oh wait, they got different versions of CryEngine. 3.6, CryEngine 5. Okay, hold up. Let's go over here. Far Cry 2004. Yeah, that was their first game, wasn't it? For the CryEngine. That's why it's called the CryEngine, because of Far Cry. Huh. Blue Mars? I don't even know what that is. Avatar Reality? I guess that's a VR game. Crysis. They should have kept with the Cry moniker, like Cryonic or something. I don't know. They could have kept with the Cry theme. Arcade. Crysis. Scratchy. Mech Warrior. Sonic Boom was in CryEngine? I didn't know that. Wow. Star Citizen. Oh yeah, I know Star Citizen is CryEngine, but that's a crazy. They modified the thing so much, but that game is like, okay. They started it in 2011, 2016. This list is old. Retrieved October 2018. It is 2021. 10 years later. Bond says, I have aged about half of those games on that CryEngine list. Warface. Played. Gotcha. I have not. I know about half of them. Let's see. Yeah, Warface I know. Evolve. Oh, Evolve was CryEngine. Yeah, that was a good. CryEngine is honestly, I think CryEngine is a little underrated because I think the games don't get enough credit. Homefront is pretty dope. I remember playing the demo of that. I was like, okay, this is pretty dope. Oh, Kingdom Come. I should have played that. I think that's on Game Pass or was on Game Pass. I should play that. Prey. I need to play Prey now that we have. Bethesda, I can play that whenever. Rise, I never finished Rise. But that was a freaking, for the time when it came out, it's crazy nice. Sniper Ghost Warrior. Wolcen, Lords of Mayhem. Okay. CryEngine 5. It's the good stuff. The new stuff. Racing Glider. Don't know that. Then a Crisis Remastered. Hunt the Showdown. That looked good. I remember watching videos of that. I was like, oh, I look good. I don't want to play, but I look good. Aporia Beyond the Valley. I don't know what that is. Deceit. I don't know. Robinson the Journey. That was pretty dope. Yeah, all the CryEngine games look real good. EA's Crytek is underrated. Does EA own Crytek, or is it? Or I thought they were still independent Crytek, or hold on, I'm gonna find out. Sniper Ghost Warrior 2 contract. I think that's the latest one. Yeah, that's the latest one that came out, or is coming out. I don't know if it came out yet. And what else? Anything I know? No, not really. Core. Oh, that was Recore. All right. So, does EA own Crytek? It doesn't. It doesn't have anything. Doesn't have anything. Let's go to Crytek. Crytek GmbH is a German video game software developer based in Frankfurt. Go here. Products, subsidiaries. Yeah, it's private. It's not EA. Not that I can see. I mean, they have had some published games. Yeah. Bond says, "Wait, I think you're correct. They're an independent dev studio. Yeah, they are. But they did publish. EA did publish some of their stuff, so it's cool. I didn't know Microsoft published Warface on Xbox. That's interesting. But yeah, they should make another Rise. Honestly, I'd be like, yo, or they should. Honestly, I would buy Crytek. If I was Microsoft with all that money, I would buy Crytek because I think they're super underrated. You look at Rise Son of Rome when it came out, it was crazy nice. Even though maybe the story isn't all the best, or the kind of there weren't these giant epic battles like in God of War and stuff, and that's what made God of War kind of what it is, because they go there to those crazy places. But Rise was super. I mean, I'm looking at Rise and I'm like, yo, that's real close to Hellblade, even though Hellblade's way better. But that one came out at the beginning of the generation, and Hellblade came out later. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. But let's go back and let's go back. All right, keep it moving. All right, so we are at. Let's kind of try to down here. Proprietary Dinua engine. They got another engine? Hold up. Ubisoft Entertainment SA. What's SA? It's a French Montreal suburb, headquartered in the Montreal suburb of Paris. Montreal? So is that Montreal or is that, I don't know. With several development studios across the world, its video game franchises include Rayman, Rabbids, Prince of Persia, Assassin's Creed. Yeah, but what engine? I gotta look at this. I gotta look at the list. Are they gonna show the list for that particular engine, or are they not gonna do that? They're not gonna do that. They're just gonna show all of them, right? What is? These are all the Ubisoft subsidiaries? No way. That's a lot of studios, son. How many people? I know they got they have thousands of people working at Ubisoft. Bond says, "LOL, you want MS to buy Epic Games and Crytek? I don't think they have long pockets to do that." No, I would say I was just joking about Epic because Epic's like really way out there. But Crytek, they could buy Crytek. They could buy Crytek. If they bought Bethesda, they could buy a little old Crytek. If not just for the engine technology, because they can make a whole. They can be like, okay, this engine is for this type of game. This engine Forza Tech. This engine Unreal. This certain games engines are just better. So like open world games, whatever Ubisoft is using. But I'm like, yo, all of these people. Okay, this is a lot of. Man, they got a lot of studios. They got a lot of studio. Okay, here we go. The Dunya engine is a software fork of the CryEngine. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? That was really developed by Crytek with modifications made by Ubisoft Montreal. The CryEngine was unique at the time as it could render large outdoor environment spaces. Crytek had created a demo for their engine called X-Isle. Dinosaur Island, which they had demonstrated at Electronic Arts Expo 99. So this is probably an old engine, and they probably have Anvil They probably replaced this engine with Anvil. Snowdrop. I totally forgot about Snowdrop. Yeah, that's the Division engine. That's right. So Anvil is Assassin's Creed. Snowdrop is the Division. I used it in Fractured Butthole and Mario Rabbids. Oh, okay. Also using upcoming Avatar games. James Cameron Avatar and Lucasfilm Star Wars Next Gen. And Lucasfilm Star Wars is Next Gen ready. Huh? Okay. Okay, let's go back. I didn't know that about that Crytek fork. That's weird. How does that work? Do they have to get, if they do that and make their own engine off another engine, do they have to pay royalties to Crytek after that, or do they just pay like a one-time fee? How's that work? Anyway, let's look for the, I was gonna say the good engines, but that's kind of messed up. I wish they would have. Is there a way to list this so that it is just the different studios or the different companies that use said engine? IdTech. Oh wait, I'm gonna look at Godot, because that's the other engine I keep hearing about, but I never 3.0 add C sharp scripting plus all the languages. Yeah, I don't think it's I don't want to look at that. Now I recall the fanboy praise of Far Cry and how it was killing PC. That's true, but I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Far Cry. CryEngine, like I said, CryEngine is no joke. CryEngine is one of the best. Like, if you look at all the engines, you got Decima, Unreal. I guess we could put Unity in there. Whatever Bungie's using, whatever Gorilla. I just said that. Whatever the last of Naughty Dog. Also Insomniac, but that's more stylized, cartoonish. Still, it's still a good engine. And Crytek's in there, but like I said, their games haven't been critically like acclaimed as all these other games. So until they get a banger, I mean, even though Far Cry was, or Crysis was that before all these other games that came up, they were the first to kill all the PCs. You know what I mean? I think they need another banger. I think that's what they need. All right, so IdTech 0. Did it say when it also termed as the Wolfenstein 3D engine? So that was the first one, basically. And then 2 was 1999. And then 1999, still 2001, 5, 12. So they're on IdTech 7 right now? Mega Textures. So this was Xbox 360 when Rage, that's right, Rage came out. And then Wolfenstein 2, and then Doom Eternal. So IdTech 7 is the latest one, obviously. We don't need to actually go there. IdTech 7. So 3 years ago, IdTech 7 came out. That makes sense. I mean, they put out Doom Eternal. Was Doom Eternal the first game, yeah, Doom Eternal was the first game to come out on that. So has there been another game to come out on that engine, IdTech 7? Yeah, I don't think so, right? So whatever the new Wolfenstein or Doom, or they have Quake too, right? Quake? I think they might come out with a Quake or something. That's interesting. Dynamic music systems. Okay. That's is an interactive music system using a number of local video games. The idea behind iMuse is to synchronize music with the visual actions in a video game so that the audio continuously matches the on-screen events and transitions from one musical theme to another. Ooh, that's interesting. I need something like that. I figure something like that out for our games. Infinity Engine is that. All right, what else? Proprietary Iron Engine? What the Iron? Sins of a Solar Empire. Okay. Some more RTSs and stuff. Jade? What's Jade? French? UB Pictures? Best known for developing Rayman and Beyond Good and Evil. Huh. Okay. Jedi. What's Jedi? Is a game engine developed primarily by users. Very similar to the build engine used in 3. Oh, okay. That was back in the day. Jedi. Kind of bullshit. BSD. What was that? Are a family of permissive free software licensing imposing minimal restrictions on the use and distribution of covered software. This is in contrast to copyleft license, which have share alike requirements. The original BSD license was used for its namesake. Okay. Connecticut is Santa Monica. Oh. I should have done this first. Doom and Wolfenstein more or less run on the same engine or progressive iteration. Yeah, id Tech. Yeah. I think Wolfenstein looks better, but I think that's just art. It has nothing to do with the actual engine. Because, like you said, I believe it runs on the same. So, Connecticut is the name of the God of War engine. Yep, that's it. I never knew what the engine for God of War's name. Now we know it's Connecticut. Let me see something here. So let's see. Okay, that's not true. Because that is the old. They did not use that. Hold up. Are these all on Connecticut engine? Games co-developed or incubated. So these are all God of War. So wait. Oh yeah, they did use it. They did use the same engine for the new God of War 2018. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Everything else? What about anything? Fat Princess, God of War, all the God of Wars, Starhawk, PlayStation Battle Royale. Boy, The Order. That was alright. Fat Princess. Okay. So Connecticut. That's the one that we did not know the name of. So Connecticut. All the other ones. I need to write this down, right? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll just do this. Boop. There we go. What is that? Nope, don't care. Proprietary Leadworks is. I heard of Leadworks. I don't know. I played about 12 of those games from Santa Monica Studios, including Fat Princess. Yeah, I guess during the PS3, PS4, they used it a good amount. Lith Tech is a game, Monolith Productions, and comparable to the Quake. So Monolith, that's the one that has the Shadow of War games. Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War. Lumberyard, that's Steam's, right? Oh, Amazon. Based on CryEngine, which was licensed from Crytek in 2015. So they have to pay a license every time. I guess every time they use that engine for the games. Luminous is multi-platform game engine used internally by Square Enix and later on by Luminous Productions. The engines developed target each generation. So are they still using that? 15. Final Fantasy 15, Xbox One. I guess they probably are still using that, right? Well, they didn't put the new games on there though, so. That's another one I didn't know. Lynn. Ubisoft again. Jeez. Freeware. Oh, Mugen. I haven't watched a Mugen video in so long. Mugen is so crazy. Freeware 2D fighting game engine. Content is created by the community and thousands of fighters, both original and from popular fiction. I should download that and see how easy / hard it is to actually make something in that. Be interesting to make a video in Mugen. All right, so proprietary Marmalade. I don't know what that is. Who's making it? Nebula. Who's making that? Labs. Boop. Don't know. Oh, they have the games here. Draken Sang. I don't know what that is. Okay. Keep it going. Proprietary. Deep Down. Deep Down. Oh, it was supposed to be a replacement for MT Framework, but did they actually use it? Huh. I remember hearing about MT Framework, but Fry Engine? It's free to play. From Sony Entertainment. Huh? I don't know what that is. That's weird. What's the list of games on that one? Bond says Mugen is wild to see Pretty Griffin do a rush down on Goku is a must see. I remember watching it was Ronald McDonald versus somebody else, and I was like, okay, this is and Ronald was like, he had some crazy. I was like, okay, this is pretty good. Let's see. So this is Free Engine from Sony. Legend of the Heroes, Dive Kick. Oh, so it's like an indie game type of flower, journey. All right. Let's try to go a little faster. Proprietary. Celeste. Oh, so that's a little 8-bit probably. Virtual Machine and Game Engine. Yeah. That's pretty dope. Pie in the Sky. Third person. Power 3D game creator. Is used in 2 games by the company. Oh, excuse me a second. Let's look at the list. Cyberpunk. Okay, I'm done. Get out of there. Red Engine. That is CD Projekt's engine. Hold up, I skipped real reality, which is important because you got Arma 2, Arma 3, DayZ. That's very important. I skipped a couple of them actually. Q. Oh, Pixel Game Maker of MV. Is a 2D action game production software. It allows for the creation of 2D games without the need for programming. But it's Java, which means you can only play it on like a PC or something. I don't know what Q is, but real virtuality. I never played Arma. I played DayZ once, I think. I was like, it's one of those. Renderware. British Criterion, right? Is that what they say? They don't have it in it's in alphabetical order. Is there a way to? There we go. Put it in chronological. That's a lot of games. Burnout Paradise Remastered was the last game they used this engine on. That's it. Yep, that's it. Or this page hasn't been updated since 2018. All right. Where were we? Rockstar Advanced Game Engine. Is that what it's called? Oh, it's Rage. It's Rage. I knew that. And I'm just dumb. And it said it right here. Wait, I just did Renderware. Rockstar presents Table Tennis 296. So that was the first time they put this engine out was Table Tennis in 2006. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that makes sense. They just make all the graphics better and stuff. But the overall kind of engine itself is pretty much the same, I guess. They can improve certain things, but yeah. RGB Maker, never mess with that. Sage is real-time strategy. Scum, that's the LucasArts thing, right? Yeah. Maniac Mansion Shiva. Wait, did I miss? Yeah, I missed Shark 3D. What's Shark 3D? Speaking of Shark 3D, I've been playing Maneater. I started that. It's an okay game. It's pretty good. Sierras, Silent Storm, Night Watch, Snowdrop. That's the Ubisoft. Created by Massive. Oh yeah, we said that there. Division. Oh, so Source and Source 2. So Source is not Source 2. Source is the first one, obviously. They don't have anything. Source 2 is the newer one. Wait. Did they? Yeah, Half-Life Alyx. Okay, yeah. So, as game on source games, yeah. Okay. The Stencil is a video game development to allow 2D creative games and computers. What is this language? Hacks? Hacks? I don't know what that is. I don't know. Let's see. Autodesk Blue Stingray. What is that? I don't know what that is. All right. Tashi. I'm only going for proprietary stuff. Tashi. I'm going to Tashi Station to pick up some power converters. True Vision 3D sounds like a... I don't know what that is. UB Art Framework. That was the indie stuff that they had, right? I think that was. Yeah, the 2D stuff. That was pretty dope. Uni Engine. I've heard of that, but I don't remember what games were out of that one. I'm not gonna. Unity. There you go. Look how many freaking platforms on Unity. Under Unity is everything. I might have to mess with Unity, see if it's like Bolt acquired Unity in 2020. Henceforth introducing visual scripting in Unity. Okay, I guess that's a good thing. I don't know. Unreal Engine. I really do need to go and... Didn't we just do this? Advent Rising. Oh man, I was wanting to play that game. It was just broken as hell, but the promise of Advent Rising was the beginning of the disappointment. Wait, Prisoner of Azkaban had a game? Did not know that. That's my favorite that's my favorite Harry Potter movie. Harry Potter. Cancelled. Okay, I'm done. Alright, let's get... Oh, we're at the end. Where were we? Unreal V Play Game Engine. Don't know what that is. Tribe, SWAT 4, Ghost Story. Vicarious Visions. Skylanders, Crash Bandicoot. Okay, they have their own proprietary stuff. Vicious Engine. I don't know what that is. No additional libraries required. Where is that? Vicious. So many games on that Unreal. Yeah, there's a lot of games on it. Compared to... Unity might be about the same. We'll go back and check the numbers real quick, and then we'll bounce. Merger to Vision... visual 3D game engine, MAME-like. Yeah, did I skip by MAME, or is MAME not a... MAME's not a engine, so I don't think it would be. World Builder, what's that? World Builder is a game creation system for point-and-click adventure games. It was released in '86. Okay, it's old. Zinjin. Bethesda Software. What? The company is founded. So what is? Oh, these are old games. That's why. These are old. Is whatchamacallit on here? This is Daggerfall. Yeah, this is the old engine before whatever they're using now. I totally forgot it because I'm dumb. All right, so Unreal versus... Oh, they're both back to back. So we go Unreal, right? And they have 5 or 6 different... Well, 5 different. So Unreal Engine. Is there an actual number, or we have to actually count it? That sucks. So we got 1, 2, 3. Holy Jesus. 3, 4. Oh my gosh. And 5. And Unknown. Hogwarts Legacy. That's going to be on 5. Come on. Stop playing with our emotion. You know that's going to be 5. These didn't come out, obviously. So I don't know what the hell's going on. So Dragon Quest 7. It's going to be on 5. Dreamhouse, the game? What is that? Fortnite? Yeah, I guess they'll go. Senua Saga. Yeah, boy. La da 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 da. Where's the Sony? I don't see Sony on there. Okay, Uh, so that was Unreal. Let's go to Unity. Unity's not gonna have as many games. Where's the list of games? They don't have a list of games. Okay. List of Unity games. Here we go. 2005 to. Oh boy, that's not a lot. But they're doing it by year and not by engine version, which I guess that's smart because they're probably already always. Well, actually, looking at this, I don't know, man. I think it's comparable. Look at because they got 3 rows on here, opposed to the one row on. I don't know, man. It might be close. Might be close. I'm not gonna sit here and count them, but yeah, they're neck and neck. Huh. That's why I see it's like either or. Like, is it Unity or is it Unreal? I mean, more than likely Unreal, but sometimes Unity. There's your girl swimming in the water, swim in the water, swimming in the water. Anyway, appreciate you hanging out, Bonds. Legend, I appreciate you coming in and leaving really quickly. I mean, I know I made you mad because I was making fun of people making fun of Horizon. I wasn't making fun of people making fun of. I was just pointing out the fact that people are making fun of it, which is whatever. Yeah. There's some there. I mean, if you look at this long enough, you'll see the and the. But no, overall, this is a good look. There's some chromatic aberrations on those bubbles. That was weird. Chromatic aberration. Anyway. Bye. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Where is? I didn't even load up. Whatchamacallit, but that's okay. I'm gonna go inside and play. I'm gonna try to finish. I'm gonna try to finish Psychonauts. I just beat the Phantom in the theater stage. The actress's head. That game is weird. It is funny though. I think Mark Hamill played the Phantom in that game, and the critic. It sounded like him anyway. I'd have to look it up, but for a 2005 game, it still kind of holds up. Like if they get the controls perfect in Psychonauts 2, dude, I have no reservations or doubt that Tim Schafer will write a very hilarious, funny, hilarious, entertaining, something I want to play and get all the jokes out of game. And plus, the art style is the same, but the graphics are way better. I saw the graphics on there. I was like, oh, they did some work on that, man. Look at it. Like, it almost looked like there's ray tracing. Looks like there's ray. It looks so much better. I mean, it's 3 generations later. Of course, it's going to look better. But that art style with today's technology looks so good. I'm like, okay, this might be. I'm gonna be bold and say that the writing in Psychonauts 2 will be better than Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. The writing. But, the particle effect. I can't even talk. The particle effects, probably not. The particle effects in Ratchet and Clank better be better. But the writing. That writing in Psychonauts, the first one, still holds up to this day. There's still funny stuff. He's a funny guy. I think a lot of people have been sleeping on Tim Schafer. I'm glad that Microsoft bought his studio so that he can make the games and not have to worry about being the businessman and paying the bills and getting everybody paid and worrying about that. That way, the stress is gone. So he can be creative and he can have fun and he can make all these jokes and not have to worry about the business side, which, it can affect your creative process and like maybe his jokes aren't as funny or whatever. If you look at the games that he made under duress, but I was going to say not, having to worry about these things, having to worry about financing and stuff like Brutal Legend and the other one with the 2 parts. I can't remember what it's called. Just actually all the games since except for the Psychonauts 2 where you got saved, basically. Bon says that was a deep rabbit hole on game engines. Yeah, I mean we just kind of skimmed the surface. We didn't go too super deep on it, but I wanted to get through the list. But that's interesting because we did start off looking at the Unreal Engine 5 stuff, and it's like, okay, and these are the things that are making the games that we play. So it's like, it's almost like I put it this way. I put it to you this way. Like when I was like super into anime, I would look up like, okay, first it was Production IG, right? Because they made Ghost in the Shell. What else did they make? I think Ghost in the Shell was the first one that was like, oh shit. I forgot who did Ninja Scroll. They're another good one too. But Production IG was my first. Yo, if it's Production IG, I'ma watch it. It doesn't matter because they make the best anime. So now they have Madhouse. You have a different type of different studios that make different types of, not different types of anime, but they have different styles. Mappa. True. I don't even know that one. I have to look it up. But I compare it to that, like different animation studios versus different game engines, because you're like, oh, that's an Unreal game engine, so you have a familiarity with, oh, the best studios making games on this engine, it's legit. You know what I mean? So you can be like, all right, Madhouse, Mangalobe, gone but not forgotten. Madhouse is gone? Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, I remember at 4C, Studio 4C. I think, what did they do? I just watched the movie, People, I think it's called People from the Sea. Oh, Mangalobe is gone? I just watched the movie People from the Sea. I bought it at Best Buy because I was in Best Buy for some reason. I was like, oh, and I haven't bought an anime movie because I don't like buying the series unless I know what it is and I've probably seen it already and I want it just to watch it. But I was like, oh, I looked at the back and I was like, that's that studio. I remember they made the same. It's like the same studio that made Teton Concrete. I forgot how you say that, but you know, with the 2 kids. And I was like, the art style was kind of weird, but the animation was dope, and it was the city. And I was like, all right. So I went in, I got it. I was like, yo, this movie is crazy nice. Crazy nice. Let me look it up real quick. It's what's it called again? People from the Sea. I think it's called People from the Sea. People of the Sea. No. Anime. Let's just People of the Sea. People from the Sea. Oh, wait. That's it. But I mean, it's not called that because it's English. Wait, is that it? No, that's not it. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I changed my mind. What is it called? People of the Sea? Children of the Sea. Jesus. It is children. Oops. Children from the Sea? Children of the Sea. There you go. Okay. Children of the Sea is pretty dope. It's pretty good. Studio 4C. I knew it. I knew it. So it's a mix of CG and, you know, hand drawn, obviously. But like, it's like an anime, right? But like, it's like you can see like the pencil lines and stuff, so it kind of gives it a little bit of a style in that respect. The character designs are super like, I mean, it's children, but it's childlike. Even the grown-ups look like children. Like they have super big, like everybody has really big eyes, which is like an anime thing, but it's really like super exaggerated. And there's one character that is a guy. He looks like a lady for real. I'm like, okay, he's one of those what should we call it, androgynous types. And a lot of the characters are androgynous, but he is particularly because he has long hair and stuff. But it's not a big deal. It's just like that's what it is. But I like it. I like it. Her teeth are annoying. Like that one black lady in the whole movie, and she looked like that. I was like, come on, why her teeth gotta be like that though? I was like, come on, man. I think Angela Bassett did her voice, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, it's a good. Yeah, they just showed the character. He was a guy. He looked like a lady.
Dude, look like a lady.
Doop, boop, doop, boop. But yeah, and it's weird because like the story of it is interesting because it's not like kid's amnesia, blah, blah. No, it's like these two kids are from the ocean, but it's not, and then it's like it has to do with like meteors crashing, and it's so different. And it just feels, it's like a feel-good movie, kinda, but not really. It's good. I like it. It's like I'm glad I bought it. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna watch that again. It's like one of those movies you put on and you just if it's like a cool day and the wind is blowing and breezing and you could just chill with some like light spring type summer cotton on and the wind and you're cool and you got and it's it just the movie feels like you're at a beach in a hammock in the shade in your nice cotton linens and it's just like cool. It's not hot. It's just like the perfect temperature and the ocean is That's what the movie feels like when you're watching it. It's just so. I haven't watched a movie like that in a long time. I'm not hyping it, but it's good. And then the kid gets eaten by the whale at one point, and then it's such a weird movie. I don't even remember how it ends. It's definitely weird, but it's good though. I like it. It's you know what it is. It's like if you got high and ate mushrooms and all that. I never ate mushrooms, but if you got high and I presume ate mushrooms and had a trip. This anime is like having a trip without having a trip because of the visuals. They didn't really show it in the trailer, but it gets trippy, colors, crazy stuff. But it's good though. I was like, okay, this is all right. This is pretty good. And Bridget watched it. She's like, I like that movie. And she don't like a lot of anime. And I was like, But I says that anime will be playing here in NY in August. Yeah. Oh, you can buy the Blu-ray. You just go to Best Buy and scoop it up, man. It's for sale. That's how I got it. I didn't stream it illegally or nothing. I just bought I was like, oh, what's this? And I just bought it. If it was 4K, if it was at 4K Blu-ray, it would have been better. But it was just regular Blu-ray. But honestly, when it comes to animation, that doesn't matter too much for me. I'll get the regular 1080p Blu-ray. Be good. Anyway, appreciate you hanging out, Bonds. I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna chillax and all that good stuff. Until next week. Tilt the weight.